Well, take me with you.
This guy's a lunatic, a psycho. He will eat you for breakfast.
There's been a massive boom in video game adaptations recently, and the first Mario movie was one of the best. I loved getting a reimagined look at Mario and Luigi, stumbling into a magical world where their plumbing skills were oddly perfect for stopping Bowser and saving the Mushroom Kingdom. After the success of the first film, it's no surprise that we have a sequel on the way. This time, we're taking a few pages from Super Mario Galaxy for a space adventure. And there are a few ways that journey can begin. Today's video will cover potential openings for Mario 2.
I stole this star for us. I guess love really makes a guy come out of his shell.
Number 1. Mushroom Kingdom Slice of Life. One of the best settings from the first Mario was the Mushroom Kingdom. Its bright colors, unique travel systems, and, well, mushrooms brought the original games that we all know and love to life. A feature film can show us a lot more than Mario's classic platformer games. And the Mushroom Kingdom showed us how far the sequel can expand this beloved universe by allowing Mario and Luigi to leave Brooklyn behind and make some new routes in such a magical place. The last time we saw them, the two brothers had just finished up the adventure of a lifetime and didn't get the chance to settle into a peaceful life beside Toad and Princess Peach. The sequel can fix this by taking us through a day in the life of Mario and Luigi in the Mushroom Kingdom. Ideally, it would be quiet, enjoyable, and fulfilling for the two brothers, showing us early on what they have to lose if their lives or new home are put at risk. We also need updates on the other characters. We got to meet Princess Peach and Toad, who each brought a unique spin to the characters we knew from the games. I loved the approach the first film took with Peach, making her a leader dedicated to her people and willing to do anything to keep them safe. I'm sure she's made some improvements to the kingdom since we last saw her.
Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine.
That's a little mushroom man talking to me.
Number 2. Rosalina Space Prologue. Longtime Mario fans are excited for this one, but we're getting a new character added to the crew for the sequel. The trailer already confirmed that Rosalina will make her film debut in the sequel, bringing trouble with her as she leaves the stars to find allies among people like Princess Peach and two unsuspecting plumbers. To introduce new fans to her character and to establish her in the film universe, the opening might take us on a small adventure from Rosalina's perspective. Whether it's set in the past or the present, we can experience her journey alongside her to build sympathy for her character and to see firsthand the stakes for the sequel. The prologue can also take place years earlier, showing Rosalina as a young woman. In her backstory, she lost her mother, an experience that shaped her entire life. Losing a loved one might make her overprotective of the Lumas, or help her sympathize with Mario, who lost Luigi to Bowser in the last film. Either way, to understand her character best, it's important to have context. Plus, the first scene of the sequel set in space will get fans excited for the star-bound adventure to follow.
Princess Rosalina, you're coming with me.
Number 3. Bowser Jr. to the rescue. While we might be going on a new adventure, we'll still see the return of the original villains. It wouldn't be a Mario adventure without Bowser. He's as iconic as our heroes, and if he's anything like his video game counterpart, then he's not done trying to accomplish his goals. He just has one tiny setback, and it's that he's barely big enough to hold his own against someone in the Mushroom Kingdom. In fact, he would likely have a hard time surviving against any creature, which means he can't get his revenge against Mario and Luigi, even if he wanted to. To see the return of the franchise's top villain, the sequel can open with his rescue. Bowser has quite a few followers who can try to restore him to his former glory, but I think his rescuer will be someone with personal stakes in his return. That's right, Bowser Jr. can start the sequel off with a boom by staging a rescue and reuniting with his dad. We know that sequels love to raise the stakes, and two villains are better than one.
Rises a new conqueror. The Bowser name shall be feared once more.
Number 4. Yoshi's Cold Open. After Mario and Luigi's adventure in a world much different than their own, we got a glimpse of another classic character getting displaced in the post-credits scene. The sequel could start where that anticipatory scene left off, giving us a cold open that takes us back to the real world. The scene I'm referring to featured a Yoshi egg in the Brooklyn sewers. The poor little guy could hatch down there all on his own, and with nowhere else to go, he would have to explore the sprawling sewer network beneath New York. In his search for food and shelter, he could stumble on a warp pipe, which would take him and us back to the world we know and love. The next scene could then cut to Mario in the Mushroom Kingdom, where he has settled into his new life. Of course, we know that he and Yoshi will cross paths later in the story. Number 5, Star-Themed Festival. I know we've all watched the trailer, but for anyone coming to see the film who hasn't, writers love to set up a good adventure with subtle foreshadowing. The first scene in any story, especially one targeted toward children, can tell us what to expect as the film progresses and give us clues about how the heroes can save the day before they make that realization themselves. Foreshadowing scenes and sequences like this also help films stay relevant, making rewatches necessary to catch all the details. With that in mind, the sequel could open with an event in the Mushroom Kingdom that tells us what to expect from Mario's next adventure. We know that we're going to be entering outer space and that we'll be meeting brand new characters from among the stars, so a festival celebrating the stars would be perfect. Not only would the audience get a taste for the sequel's aesthetic early on, but Mario and Luigi could hear a story that tells them about Rosalina before they meet her.
We did that one last night.
Flubber, 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 flubber.
Okay.
Number 6, Rosalina Keeps Watch. Rosalina is a positive force in the Mario franchise. Initially introduced in Super Mario Galaxy, she became the face of the Lumas, starlight creatures who live with her as she occupies the Comet Observatory. Rosalina dedicates herself to protecting the Lumas, doing so with considerate kindness and wisdom. She'll be a great addition to Mario's team should she join him on the next adventure. Rosalina's observatory historically orbits the Mushroom Kingdom. While the stars and the galaxy are her whole thing, she might have an eye on the planet's inhabitants and the trouble they get into. If I were her, I would take a special interest in 2 plumbers who arrived from another world and managed to defeat a notorious villain. The sequel could open with a shot of Rosalina in the observatory, where she's keeping a close eye on the kingdom below.
Once upon a time, there was a brave and noble princess named Peach.
Number 7, A Lost Luma. As the protector of the Lumas, Rosalina would take a special interest if one of them fell to the Mushroom Kingdom and needed her help returning home. A storyline following a lost Luma would mirror what we learn about Rosalina in Super Mario Galaxy, as in her backstory, she helped a lost Luma find its parents. Rosalina also lost her mother, so she and a Luma stranded far from their homes would form a strong connection with one another. To connect all these storylines early on, the sequel could open with a small Luma losing its way and getting lost in the Mushroom Kingdom. Similar to the Yoshi opening, we can only assume that Mario will cross paths with the Lumas. With a clear motivation to reach the far galaxy, it won't take Mario and his friends long to cross paths with Rosalina and start their bigger adventure among the stars.
Now that's a happy ending. Or is it? Because everything's over now.
Like with most game-to-film adaptations, it's safe to assume that the storyline will follow the same narrative as the games that came before it. Fortunately, the Mario franchise is one that fans have loved for decades, and there are tons of games to draw inspiration from for the sequel. I'm looking forward to seeing more power-up transformations, jaw-dropping locations, and classic battles. I'm sure we'll see it all and more, regardless of how this new adventure begins. Do you have any predictions for the start of the sequel? Let us know in the comments below.
I don't need anything special to break every bone in your tiny body.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Well, do you have another way to save my brother?
Are you two done whispering? It's a little rude.